What's up guys, back in another Honkai Star Rail video, and in this video I'm going to show you how I cleared the World 6 boss, which is Cocolia. Now you're going to look at my team and go, oh hey, you have 2 5-stars, right? Now on this one, it kind of matters and kind of doesn't matter. If you saw my Kafka run, I had Bailu and Jeepard, and I said you did not need them, it's just the cleanse. Somewhat similar here, but there is certain scenarios where you can get wiped, and you'll see in this run, I think Su Sheng dies, but Bailu revives her at some point. Is a bit rough, is a bit RNG related, but you should still be able to pull through. My Himiko didn't have her relics leveled up. I'm missing, I think, a trace on Bailu at this point. If I was going to recommend a free-to-play team, I think the Fire Traveler, or Fire MC, whatever you want to call them, then Asta, then Serval, and then Natasha. The reason you want those is because Bronia shows up at one point. Let me go ahead and just hit play so I can go. And you really want to be able to make the toughness. Now, the build I got was this. Every time Path of Resonance activates, debuffs are cleansed, applies subduing evils, stops the debuff. Then the next one is the one where she appears and heals you. Pretty crucial. I had a run where I didn't have that and ended up losing. Then I have weakness specificity by 30%. That's going to help a lot. And I have the Dewdrop passives, which make me do damage based on HP to speed up the fight. And then when a character provides healing to allies, increase attack by 50%. It's only going to matter when Bailu heals. And then damage reduction at full HP. Healing when entering battle. Healing increases defense. Increases max HP. Increase incoming healing. When a character breaks, heal them. Characters healed, their speed is increased by 10%. And then I click off that mad quick. Jeez. Anyway. And then the last ones are provides healing, 30% fixed chance to recover one skill point. And the last one is when a character's hit or consume their own HP, they gain 4 stacks of fighting spirit. When the turn ends, the character loses 4 stacks of fighting spirit. And I don't show that for some reason, but it just increases, I believe, defense and attack. Alright, so I throw up all my abilities. I actually took a little bit of damage before this fight, unfortunately. I think my funny whatchamacallit didn't activate my big lotto ticket. But very important in this fight is to focus on Cocolia and breaking her toughness so you get more damage in. Bailu pretty much is just here to heal if I find myself in a weird circumstance where I can't heal with the R or the Abundance Lady. I get frozen a lot here, that's why the debuff cleanse is crucial, but pretty much I have Himiko very, very strong here for breaking the ice crystals on the right. At one point she will summon 2 of them, heads up. They're pretty strong. Pretty strong, but I see I go pretty crazy. Like, Himiko's just really good for breaking toughness. She's not doing the most damage because her relics were not leveled up before this, but I think I did just fine. It'll probably take a bit RNG, but like I said, not too hard of a fight. First phase, she only really summons the first Ice Lance, and that's going to do an AoE Ice attack. Pretty much just focus on DPSing her down, and you should be good to go. Another thing is, if you have Su Sheng, I actually would recommend bringing her to this one, as her ult, letting her attack again, is going to be really good for the second phase. Fire MC is pretty much never going to throw up his taunt. I throw it up like maybe once or twice in this video, but all the attacks are AoE from anyone that's not Cocolia, and Cocolia will just attack a random person, and not really a big deal. I feel like there's enough healing going around to be just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and skip on to the next part, as it's pretty much just a rinse and repeat until I defeat her. And then boom, phase 2 activates. This is when there's 2 Ice Lances, and yeah, Bronia. Issue with this is where you could wipe. This is probably the hardest part of the fight, in my opinion, and that is because if you have Bronia, you're going to really realize this skill, and yeah, makes her act and gives her a damage boost. Issue with that is if she activates it right now, right, when she's charging her ultimate, it could be bad news. I've had runs where she charges the ultimate, then Bronia is next. Bronya activates her skill, same exact skill as you would use as if you had her, and then I get hit with a damage boosted ult instantly. I don't have time to put up another shield. By the way, I'm gonna say this right now, Fire MC's shield, kinda not it. It doesn't really do too much defensively. As you can see, it's very, very small, at least mine. I just gave him my G-Birds relics, but yeah, very rough fight. This is why I recommend being able to break toughness. Also, the defense boost from healing is going to be really strong. But yeah, that could have been bad. Himiko definitely would have died if it wasn't for the fact that I healed, got defense, and Bronya wasn't able to buff. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much just second phase. It's just making sure to focus Bronya so you don't end up dying. Also, heads up, if you go into the next phase, the lances stay, so I'm assuming it works the same for Bronya, to where if you do not kill her, she will go into the next phase, which is going to be very, very, very bad. You definitely don't want that. But yeah, Himiko, actually just a godsend in this one. I know I kind of discredit her as a 5-star. I think she's probably the worst one besides the physical Trailblazer. But on this one, she goes crazy. It's just the follow-up attacks, the AoE ult, the AoE skill. It's really good, as everybody's weak to fire on this one. Fire is your best friend. But as you see, Bronya is about to go down, and at that point, it's pretty much just a repeat of the first level. Then when you get to the last one is when the fun starts. Then you have this random, like, I thought it was like a frost giant or something. It's just like that little symbol. You'll see it above my Himiko. It pretty much just hits you with a frost AoE. So if you're really unlucky, you can get hit with both the lances at once. Then that one, so it's 3 sources of AoEs. I personally think this is not too bad, as long as you have a lot of healing. This is also where having a healer on the team is helpful if you ever get put in a situation to where, you know, she's doing her ultimate and then you're getting with AoEs over and over. The healing is very, very nice, but honestly, didn't really have too much of a issue here. If you're running Asta, try to use her skill as much as possible and just hope that the random hits what you need to. And then from there, Fire MC pretty much always has like almost max stats. So when you're using his single target, it just hits everything. Actually, just really, really good for this fight. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't really have too much else to add to this. It's honestly all 3 of the phases are pretty much just hit her, destroy the lances when you can with an AoE, and then, you know, Bronya, defeat her, and then it's just the same fight again. Last one adds another AoE, same fight yet again. I would say this one's probably easier than the Kafka fight, at least to me, because with that one, if you don't have the healing, you can get really screwed over and really quickly. With this one, if you get frozen, it's rough, but I was almost able to beat it even without being able to cleanse debuffs. It's really just looking out for the ult. See, it does quite a bit, but just heal up pretty much fine. And trying to defeat Bronya. If you aren't able to DPS Bronya down, I would recommend maybe holding off on this one, as I got really lucky with breaking toughness and not getting Bronya buffed into the ult. But I can definitely see if you leave her around for too long, you just could get unlucky and then you have to restart the entire thing over again. Note that all my characters as of right now are level 50, which kind of underleveled. I'm pretty sure Kafka is when they recommend you bring 60s. I think she's like level 55 or something. I can't remember Cocolia's level, but you're recommended to have the level 60, so pretty much hit level 40. I was like level 36 or 7 when I did this. But other than that, that's pretty much it. As you can see, she's pretty much about to go down. Himiko is just like a cheat code for this, honestly. Skip to the end. Oh, a little too far. And then, yep, debuff dispelled. Actually, Abundance is just so broken. I'm curious if it'll, like, not be as good later on. It'll just be tanky enough to beat it then. But that was my clear. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or need any tips with beating it. And best of luck. Also, I think, yeah, I get a physical damage boost, whereas defense, I was like, oh, yeah, I have no idea who I'm ever going to use that on. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll help you out best I can, and I'll catch y'all in the next Honkai Star Rail video.